Hey, the game of life is about trying to get ahead. You feel what I'm saying? And I know a lot of times, you know, if y'all had the connections, if y'all had the resources, then niggas can get ahead. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't know what the fuck credit was. I've been hustling all my life. I put all my money in the shoebox. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trust the bank. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I still don't trust the bank. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep this shit in the motherfucking background, you know what I'm saying, in the backyard and buried in something, you know what I'm saying? But I had to learn how money worked, you know what I'm saying? How the system worked. And so I know if a nigga could reach it to you instead of preaching it to you, then it can help some niggas get, you feel me? So I've been doing good business for a minute. I've been doing good business so long that this shit is, hey, shut the door for me right there. Cause they out there having a hallelujah good time. We trying to, they gonna miss these good blessings. This shit, I'm trying to tell you right now.
You see where I'm at?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all about this shit real quick. I learned real fast. Everything that's in this cup, this shit is for me. The problem that I've been having is giving niggas what's in the cup for me. That shit's for me. That's why I fuck a lot of motherfuckers up around you. Quit giving people the shit that's in the cup for you. But the cup runneth over, it's for everybody that's running around you. It's for the network. You feel me? So I was fucking with somebody that's a good friend of mine. Took a business. Bam. It got going so goddamn good they opened up a second location. You feel what I'm saying? This during the pandemic, right? Just offer some baby word. If you fuck with me, you start to see the Runners Catfish shit. Y'all ever heard of that shit? I mean, I know you have.
Yeah.
No, but it's a certain location.
Right.
And then the location ran into another. It opened up another location. And they was like, yo, nigga, we just gonna put you on a retainer. So when you see me eat them fish fries and shit, that's from another good business situation, right? So that person took me up to a high-ass building on the 48th floor and introduced me to somebody else. And that person was the person that I needed to meet. You feel me? And that person was talking about loans and helping niggas add more shit to you. And I was like, hey, my nigga, y'all might be the perfect motherfucker for me and some more niggas. So that's the reason why I invited him here, because this shit bigger than music, man. This shit, if it was about music, like, nigga, I wouldn't even be out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some real shit, and I hope everybody recording this like, man, fuck the game. They teach you just to be a street nigga all your life, and look what the street niggas be. Niggas tricking you out of position. You feel me? Nigga, how you get a motherfucking loan? How you get a motherfucking, like, the music game is nothing but a motherfucking loan, but them niggas still hold the loan and spend it on you as they see fit. You might well go to Chase or Wells Fargo and get your goddamn loan. And then fuck the whole loan, you gotta pay it back anyway. So, with that being said, man, I want to introduce y'all to my homegirl. Highly recommended from another good business homegirl. Her name is the Credit Genie. So I want to bring them up and let them spill to get ahead. Shit, you feel what I'm saying? I ain't know about that other shit. Them niggas started running shit down to me and took my shit and got me in the blender. I said, shit, this shit too good just for me. So, Val, the Credit Genie.
Hello, everyone. I'm Valerie. This is Tiffany, and we're Credit Genie. First, I just want to salute Bam. He got my heart when he said, bitch, I'm about my money. You got to pay me to pay attention. To the lyrics, yes. So pretty much we are a company that is geared on teaching financial literacy to our culture. I want us to be, our culture, to understand how to use other people's money to fund our dreams. You know, I come from a -0 background, you know. So when I proudly say I've learned their game and I learned how to play it, and I play it well.
Okay, we see you. She's a rolling.
And this just my Monday setup. That's that brown shit kicking in.
Monday drip. Yeah. Hey, let me pump in. Hey, niggas. Hey, this ain't one of them motherfucking payday long skin, you know. Hey, no, niggas, I'm telling you from experience, and time is up, okay? One of them motherfuckers.
That ain't no replica.
Thank
So,
you,
Goddamn.
I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida, and I moved out here probably about 8 years ago. Yeah.
Lake County.
Oh, okay, cool beans. Yeah. So I moved out here about 8 years ago, and I took the concept of the daiquiri bars back home to Jacksonville, Florida, because we had Fat Tuesdays probably 30 years ago or what have you. So from day one, we did good. Line wrap around the building. We're a concept bar. We're the only thing that do what we do back at home. Well, the first year, I'll be transparent with numbers. We made 1.3 gross, not net. Understand that. 1.3 gross. So, but what we did was we started out with our own cash. When I say our own cash, cards maxed out, money from up under the out the shoebox.
Yes, Lord.
Money out the shoebox, like Bebe said, to make that shack happen. So, in March, after we opened up that first year, we went to the bank. We didn't pay ourselves. We did what we had to do to take care of ourselves individually. So we like, well, damn, we ready for a loan. We got this amount of money in the bank. This is what our resources was. These people denied us for not having a business email address. A business email address. So we were thedatchat904@gmail. Do y'all not know thedatchat904.com? Stopped us from being great. Domain, registry, all of that. We was making we was making so much money and so fast and did so good to be a starter business that we thought we was who we needed to be. These people offered us $25,000 line of credit. Man, for whom? Yeah. And we done made all this money this year. So with that being said, I've always been educated in financial literacy. That's what my background is in. And I was like, okay, well, I need to know what I don't know to take my personal business to the next level. So I started digging in and understanding business credit. So I've learned how to play the game the way Donald Trump played and Susan Orman. Not
okay,
today,
hold on.
yet.
Donald Trump! Donald Trump! Names we know! Names we know! Gang! Yes, sir. Hey, Donald Trump is a real nigga. What nigga you know free all his real niggas on the left?
But when they say those two people, because I value Susan Orman before I knew shit, I learned it from her, and then Rich Dad Poor Dad. But then Donald Trump as well. So when they say those two people filed bankruptcy, they're not talking about themselves personally. They're talking about the companies they represent that they use as shell companies to fund their next business. And that's where business credit comes in at. So so I've learned that, I've mastered that. For Dak Shack, we started out at 1,500 square feet. We're now at 3,500 square feet. The pandemic officially started March the 15th, was the first day of the pandemic. March the 13th, my bar received a $170,000 loan because when they turned us down, they only offered us $25K. I went in and I paid for the knowledge, the education. I chased the knowledge for a year all around the United States. I went to every seminar, every place I had to be. I spared no expense to learn business credit. So when they shut us down on March the 15th, we had just closed on March the 13th on our $170K loan. We were able to expand during the pandemic and come back brand new polish. I told my business partner, because of course I'm a behind the scenes business partner. It's in Jacksonville, I'm in Dallas. But I told her when I walked in, I said, girl, you got too much motherfucking funding. She got our backsplash is all gold bricks. Baby, you done got too much funding. But you do when you got all gold bricks as your backsplash, too much funding. But since then I've been able to bless so many small businesses. I understand the SBA process for the PPP loans and the EIDL loans. And what I noticed in the midst of that is that a lot of us don't understand how valuable we are. if you're the artist, you're a business. If you're the assistant to the artist, you're a business. If you're a DJ, you're a business. If you're the janitor for the studio, you're a business. And if you're not properly registered for that, that stops and hinders you from being able to be a business.
Stop, sister, I was fucked up. I was fucked up.
Oh, baby.
As much as y'all talk to me, hey, listen here. Better ask the one that went out there and getting my shit. I fucked up. I ain't paid myself for nothing. All right, okay. Oh, I'm the only nigga in there fucked up. Okay.
We was fucked up. We learning as we grow.
Okay, I just want to make everybody feel good. No matter y'all see the shit, I was fucked up.
Yeah. So I got denied mine because my business was not valid at the time of. I closed my account in February 2020 because I did not have the income coming in to keep it up. But however, I paid 10 years of taxes and credit. I did not do that business credit game like I should have. But it's still 10 years of credit at the IRS somewhere. I might not get the SBA loan, but I'm finna holler at you later.
Yes.
I got papers.
So even if we can't get you the EIDL loan, is what she's talking about, which is the we can still get you the PPP funding for you guys being self-employed individuals. But the biggest part about what was very disheartening to me is that, girl, you been doing this for how long, and you ain't just paid the money just to register your company so you can be who you need to be in black and white, and this how you feed your family. So when Bebe offered me the opportunity to come out here and speak, I was like, I know that this is an industry where a lot of people put in a lot of work behind the scenes, which means sometimes we throw bricks at the penitentiary to be here, to back the next person to get to where they need to be at. And that's okay. I come
Translation,
from that background.
y'all niggas taking penitentiary chances. Okay.
Hey, I already know it.
I told you guys I come from a -0 background. I'll leave it right there. So I get it. I understand it. I get it. I understand it. Duval. So my main thing is that you got to have business credit. You got to have personal credit. You got to be registered as a business. We got to be doing everything the way we're the next movement. Like what those young people did this summer during the Black Lives Matter, baby, I felt it in my bones. So now we have no more excuses, y'all, because, you know, I'm a little older, I'm 40, but what my generation was just like, okay, we're going to work and we're going to go to school, we're going to figure it out. Y'all, that's cool, but all that do is just keep you where you need to be at. So with the internet going on now and with our young people pushing us forward, we need to know that we are a business, point blank, period, and we need to be operating and looking at such in black and white. So that's my goal tonight. That's the information I want to give out to you guys. We also do taxes. We're a one-stop shop.
Clean it up, please.
Business taxes, personal taxes, and then I want to bring
personal credit repair.
I want to bring Tiffany in because she's my operations manager. Without her, Credit Genie wouldn't be. I'll say that. I have the knowledge, but you need somebody to make your wheels go round, be well polished. And Tiffany has mastered real estate. So when I say we go in from once we establish in a relationship with somebody, they owe us because we bring them volume. So Tiffany, come in. Explain your portion with the real estate and how it's incorporated.
So basically, like we were just talking about the personal credit repair, once we get you to where you need to be personally on your credit repair, I have the inside guide with the mortgage stuff. So I can get y'all pre-approved for the loan for your house that you guys want, and it's not that hard, y'all. These lenders is looking for a 580 to a 620. Half of us is already in a 500. You know what I'm saying? So we can get y'all where y'all need to be because everybody paying $2,000 to stay at the apartment right now. So why not pay $2,000 for your mortgage, something that you own? So
I was just about to go back there.
Inflation is happening, baby.
So everything I own is in my business name.
Everything.
Everything.
Say amen.
Everything I drive.
G-Wagon. We're going to put that out there.
Yeah. Everything I drive, where I live, it's all in my business name. And the reason being is because from a housing standpoint, if you're paying anything over $250,000 for a house, it's no longer an asset. It's a depreciating asset. And the reason being is because you have to pay them to live there. My taxes like $1,200 a month to live in Collin County. I'll never benefit. I'll never benefit from that. And then secondly, when you drive a vehicle off the lot, just get to the red light, the depreciation has already killed you. However, if we're putting these type of depreciated assets in your business name, then I'm able to go back and give you that tax benefit from it. Then I'm able to also say, hey, we took a loss on this. So if my business made $100K a year, but I just spent such and such on the car, then I'm able to write that value off and get that tax break. So now that takes my $100K down to, we'll just say, $70K if my vehicle was $30K. So that's how you get everything that you need and be able to see the benefit and the value of it. And trust me, y'all, I pay real taxes. Paying taxes on $100K versus $70K just from a car note is something totally different, girl.
What about the boys who think a CPN is going to save their life?
It's not.
So I repeat, I do not do CPNs. I do not recommend anybody do CPNs. It's too many ways to skin a cat for us to do that. When I get finished with you, your EIN number will operate for your business the way your social works for your personal life. And if your social isn't operating for you properly, we're going to fix all of that simultaneously. So when we talk about going and creating and changing our lives, creating generational wealth, y'all, we got to take sometimes the long way to do that. It's not going to be simultaneously. It's not going to be overnight gratification. However, if you stick to the plan and get to where you need to be at, you talking about taking care of your churn.
Churn. Let the church say churn.
If my son is a rapper, he's 18 years old, should he put his name in the LLC?
Yes. Whatever his rap name should be a LLC. And then I'm gonna teach y'all something else right here.
How much should he pay? I just didn't insert that LLC.
Yeah. No sole proprietors don't count. DBAs don't count, y'all. We can't get money that way. We can't get money that way. And then who you hiding from?
Right.
I'm not.
No, I'm just saying when you're a sole prop. When you're a sole proper, you're doing business as who are we hiding from and for what reason? No, we don't do those. So.
She be catching the whole spirit, y'all.
I am so passionate.
This is some real shit though. Because back in the day when I came out, that's all we did was wash it.
Yeah.
That's all we did was take it underneath the table. You know what? I went to go get a house in Plano back in 2008. And I worked as a dental assistant for my 9 to 5 and a DJ 4 nights a week. And I could not hide the money.
Yeah.
She said, how do you have all this? There's no way you make under $27,000 a year. And I was like, yes, I do. Because I want it. I wanted the $8,000 that Obama had. I wanted the county money, $10,000 that Plano had to get me a house in Plano for $60,000 to $70,000. Those houses are $300,000 right now in Plano. Unfortunately, my shit was, she made me, that woman in the court, the county court made me go get a DBA to operate as DJ Passion because there was no longer no way for me to wash all the money that I was making within the year. And she realized and wrote down the amount of money that I made as a DJ. And I've never seen it because I was tricking it off. Getting cars, buying equipment, clean. You know what I'm saying? The kids and shit. I was tricking. Yeah. I had a family. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know. Well, I'm a country nigga. You know what I mean?
This is good and educational.
Yeah, this good. I'm gonna drop y'all one more gem and then I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah. So.
Well, you can't leave yet.
Well, when I say that, I'm about to go to the food. So the biggest thing is LLCs is how we all need to be operating, right? That's how we need to all be operating. But the first thing we need to own, in addition to the LLC, simultaneously or first, is a corporation. And the reason being is because they're taxed so differently. Now, SC, it depends on how much money you make.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
Yeah. The only reason, I'm going to tell y'all right now, the only reason I didn't rock with Trump was because he did an injustice to our country. He took us back 100 years. But when I tell you he came in and immediately cut the corporation's taxes from 32% to 18%. But guess what? If you're an LLC, you still pay taxes on 30%. So what you do is you build an umbrella. The umbrella start with the corporation.
The hub.
That's the umbrella. That's the corporation. So Valerie Rose owns V Rose Holdings Incorporated. Everything falls up under that. Credit Genie LLC is owned by V Rose Holdings Company. My percentage in that shack is owned by V Rose Incorporated. My shell company, Universal Law United, is owned by V Rose Incorporated. And guess what I do? Roll all the money back up to the LLC, so I'm no longer paying that 30% tax that LLCs pay. I'm now only paying 18% on my money.
So what you're saying is everybody who starts a business so they can claim it on their taxes as a loss every year.
Oh.
So,
Don't
so
even
they
come to
get
my
the-
office with that.
What- no,
I'm telling you that right now. I ain't got time for that shit. Go find you a little hot tax office that's only
What
going
do
to be
you do
open for
with your
90 days.
personal SSN and your personal? Do you do anything with that anymore?
Absolutely nothing.
There you go.
However, but let me tell you though, I will say this just to be transparent. When you go into, I can get you vendor credit all day long. I can get you Amazon. I can get you Home Depots. I can get you Lowe's. And Tiffany and I, we just opened up our office in October. And we probably spent somewhere around $18K building everything out. The only people we paid was the out of pocket, was the painter, Jose, $1,500. Everything else was done on out of my shell
Look
company.
beautiful too. Look beautiful. I've been over there.
Shout out Jose.
Yeah, everything was done on vendor credit, business credit for my shell company.
You hear him, Villa?
Amazon, we burnt them.
Burnt that
Home
ass
Depot, Lowe's. So I can teach you guys how to get your business vendor credit that's just strictly off of the EIN number. And that's what you can do to use to build out a business with. However, when we get to the point where we're getting car loans, home loans, actual money, personal guarantee. Yeah, personal guarantee is what you need. You need a 680 credit score for that. However, it doesn't show on the personal side, just the business side. So guess what that gives me the opportunity to do? Because remember, we do personal credit as well. That gives me the opportunity to hide the real money on my business side, remove the inquiries off my personal side, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat,
Oh, that's too
rinse
much
and
game.
repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
And I'm gonna let y'all know now that she not bullshitting. I've been working my whole life. I quit my job last week.
That's the part.
Oh, shit.
He was in there, I was working and doing him on the phone. Thank you for calling Scopus Financial and doing her stuff. I said, fuck this job. I can't do it no more.
Yeah.
You was on the hustle on the
That's
outside.
knowledge.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
knowledge.
Yeah.
So knowledge gives you.
So, but the biggest thing about it, you guys, I do like the coins I make off of it. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I am so passionate about it because I came from -0, and I was able to live some lifestyle and be able to take care of the people who once took care of me, turn them over to black and white, be able to take my daiquiri bar to the next level, and then realize that this is a business that my people need. So I was working with a brand ambassador one time, and she was like, well, you should be able to get out to everybody. I was like, okay, what I told you, Tiffany. Hang up the phone, bitch. I ain't got time. Because I only want to educate my people. Everybody else is already above us. They already doing what they do from different other cultures as well. You know, but especially those white people, y'all, we got to be able to understand with all due respect, you know, because we never know who has who what. But I'm just saying my people. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm talking about my people.
I don't know if you want to speak on the domain thing. I'm gonna give you guys an example of the domain. So I went into a dental office last year. Y'all know I love dentistry to the fullest because everybody wants a grill and gonna need one. So I went into a dental office last year and told this woman, I'm gonna handle the monies. I'm gonna handle insurance and all this other shit. I'm gonna get it. So, however, it came to a network issue and a domain issue. She didn't want to listen to me because of who I was. All right, she wanted to hire an outside company, and I said, you don't understand. If you do not go ahead and register your own domain at this point in time, the network dude is going to do it. He went ahead. He went ahead and did that. All her domain names are taken by him, and the highest domain name for her business company is $32,000 for her to pay for.
Right.
So therefore, she's going to have to be cordial with him in order to pay.
Or rebrand herself.
To rebrand herself.
rebrand
Because he has. Now, he holds us by a noose because he took the domain.
Yeah. and wouldn't even listen to you.
No.
Wouldn't even listen.
And people are in the business of doing just that.
Yeah, that's a business. That's a business. That's a business. That's a business. That's a consulting business. That's a brand ambassador business.
Question though,
Yeah.
what's the difference between Don's number and the EIN number?
Oh, good question. So the EIN number is the social security number for your business, right? The DUNS number is the reporting agency for your social security number. So when you say DUNS number, if you don't have a DUNS number, you can't build a business credit profile. It's no way around that. And guess what, y'all? The EIN number free and the DUNS number free. So why we ain't got it? Why we ain't got it?
Like free?
Yep, free.
Got good.
Free.
I feel like I'm paying something to get it done. Maybe somebody drugged this.
More free game. Quit registering y'all businesses at y'all home address, those P.O. boxes, them FedEx, all of that stuff. Guess what? When you go into the business from an underwriting standpoint, when you go into the bank from an underwriting standpoint and they Google your business, just like if you Google me, it's going to bring up my information. They're going to Google your business. They want to make sure if you don't have an actual brick and mortar, you need to be using a virtual address, a real virtual address, not the P.O. boxes, all of that, none of that stuff. It's going to cost you about $50 a month. That's one of the other
They
things.
got them like Netflix.
Like your cousin house?
They
Yeah.
sell them like Netflix.
Some actually.
Exactly. The next thing you need to do, this the free game, y'all. This the free game. The next thing you need to do is you need to get a actual business number. Quit using y'all cell phone numbers. Quit using y'all home numbers. None of that works. You can use Freedom Voice for $9.99 a month. You know why you need to have a business number? Because they want you registered in a phone book. Who uses a phone book? But when they go on 411.com, they want to be able to link it, right?
Yes.
And then she mentioned domain. That's the best, girl. You gotta have a domain and you gotta have a business email address.
Right.
So I'm vrose at thegeniecredit.com. The .com versus the Gmail versus the Hotmail make and break your funding.
So
They
no,
not
G-
even-
no Gmail.
No Outlook, no Gmail.
No, none of that.
Quit that.
Dot
So use
com.
your domain and
You can go to GoDaddy.
Yeah.
GoDaddy to get your domain and your business email address.
Was yours available?
Oh yeah, mine was.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
Well, I had to flip my names around.
Mine was $9.95 in 2007, and it's now $2,500.
Exactly.
Best believe I'm gonna get to $2,500.
Yeah, exactly. That's another hustle.
You don't drop about $50,000 worth of game.
I told y'all I'm so passionate.
Salt Bay.
I am
Salt Bay
so
with it.
passionate. I'm so passionate.
Salt Bay with it. Y'all better
quit getting them goddamn CPNs.
Hey, so let me say something real quick. 'Cause you know she dropping gems in this mother like a jewelry store. We need to. How can they get in contact with you?
Okay.
Because this shit done went from a listening session to.
I know.
Princess,
I know.
Please,
Start credit. I know, right, y'all? This how passionate I am, though. So thank you, baby, for bringing it back in. So Credit Genie 777 on IG is who I am. Facebook, we're Credit Genie 777 as well. On Facebook, who else? What do we have? What else do we have?
The
Hey, get your cell
GenieCredit.com.
phones
Yeah.
out. Everybody get your cell phones out because we don't want y'all having to call nobody to my, hey man, what the fuck she said?
And most of the time, y'all gonna be talking to me.
Yeah.
Because she do not
Well, they
be
trying to call
on
you.
Instagram.
This is
My name
Tiffany.
is Tiffany.
Hey, all that shit you said to me slow.
And then our website is thegeniecredit.com. So
You guys can book consultations on there for credit repair, whatever you need is on there.
So my apologies. I
Even
didn't
on
go so
Instagram,
deep
you can
and take
book.
up so much time.
have
I'm
been
just,
beautiful.
I'm just passionate about it.
You might have saved some individuals that rather have a fucked up 2021. You might have saved them.
Start my taxes
So
right
and then
now.
also if you
Tax
guys
season
need
starts on Friday.
on Friday,
go.
tax season.
What
If
is
you
that, the 11th, right? 'Cause I
They
just-
pushed it back to March, didn't they?
the 12th, no.
Robinson,
Yeah.
Robinson,
Yeah. If you haven't got your SBA funding, your PPP funding, we also do that as well. We're a one-stop shop. Anybody looking to buy a house or in a market to gear yourself towards buying a house, we'll start that process for you. One-stop shop over here, y'all.
Hey, let me ask
I
you a question.
enjoyed myself tonight, y'all.
And I ain't cutting her off. How many of y'all learned some shit just tonight? God
Hands in the.
God damn.
Hands in the.
Nigga, like,
We thought we knew. Hey, we thought we knew it.
Real life learned something. We got money.
We thought we knew everything we need to know.
I'm gonna take the money out the shoebox for you.
Yeah,
There you
I'm
go.
gonna teach you how to black and watch it.
So what I really want to do, dog, is like, y'all got the information, right? Yeah. Hey, man, serious inquiries only.
Yes.
She already told me, baby, I want a certain type of clientele.
Yeah, I do.
I don't want to fuck with the.
I want nobody coming in my office talking about CPN numbers. Get your hot ass out of here.
Yeah, and so.
Who is Corey Robertson?
Right. Who that
only at the home.
Hey, I see you, baby.
I see that far.
I think I'll be first in line.
She wants the tax and the facts.
Talk
Right.
She wants the tax and the facts.
Hey,
I see you, baby.
yeah. So, I feel like this is what the hub is all about, bro. Like,
This what's up.
resources, my nigga. That's resources. I mean, connect the motherfucking dots. If y'all, I mean, if we got people out there that's solid, like, this shit don't just have to come through me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the shit come through me. I be trying to cut out all the goddamn fat.
Yeah.
Nigga be trying to fact check your ass. You real? You know what I'm saying?
And I understand that my industry is muddy. I know you guys have
Yes, Lord.
Because we
bad.
got people out here faking.
Blazing.
Yeah.
We got Blade.
But I know we I know you guys are talking about bad credit repair people, bad just this, because when you deal with finances, you know numbers. You can be that way. My foundation is solid. Credit Genie does not make or break me. Credit Genie don't even pay the light bill for me. I mean, I make the money, but my life gonna go around with or without it. So I'm genuine. We have a lot of integrity attached to who we are. We're a brand, and we passionate, and we for the people. So,
I love that name.
I got one more before we can go. What's your name? What's a
Don't
good,
worry about
what's
it.
a
I'm
good
gonna
percentage to
copyright
pay
it
yourself
and
out your business?
well, that just depends. That's an individual conversation.
Okay.
Because when I answer that question for you, I need to get in your business. So,
Well, you ready, ain't you?
yeah.
Hey, you 100K plus? 100K plus? We on the way. We on the way.
Real life freestyle niggas something else, man.
Man, what?
Them niggas something else. Hey, man, so.
Hey, we got them CPNs on deck.
Get your ass
Hot
out
niggas,
of
them
here.
hot niggas.
Real life credit repair.
Thank y'all. That's what a nigga wanted to put y'all up on. Bigger than music, bigger than life. It's about getting ahead.
Appreciate you. You know I came back in.
You said it's about getting.
Where the money reside? Where the money reside?
That nigga's talk to that nigga's
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. They gonna
that
tap
is
in.
a blessing on blessing on blessing.